Hey there, what's up everyone? My name is Patch, and welcome to another Not So Daily Vlog, blah 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 blah. You know the whole drill and everything. Um, so you're probably looking at me and wondering, what happened? Why did you stop uploading? You probably already kind of forgotten it, maybe he quit and everything. And yeah, it's been about 26 days, I'm looking at my calendar, it's been about 26 days since I last uploaded, and that's a pretty long time, but I don't know. I wasn't sure. I got a bit frustrated at my computer because my computer's a piece of crap, as you already know, and it got in the way, and I wanted to start doing stuff for fun. I didn't really have time to do much else, so yeah, I kind of just did that, and I stopped doing it for a while because I just got mad and upset and I just had a pretty rough time at school. So for the month of February that I've been gone, it's only been a month actually. It feels like longer. I haven't done much really. I mean, obviously had school. I've gone on vacation. It's Monday right now, 4 day 4 day weekend, and so that's pretty cool. I gotta do homework, of course, but I wasn't really sure what to do, where to start, and I kind of wanted to get back into YouTube, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for YouTube. I really had to take some time off and think what I wanted to do with my life and what did I want to do. I don't really know for a full fact of what I actually wanted to do. I could have kept doing what I was doing, but I don't think I really liked that. As much as I liked editing and everything, because editing is really actually kind of fun, for me at least. But the recording just never went that well. It always kind of put a strain on my computer, and it always sucked. And I don't know if I was really good at commentating games, which I really wasn't. And it just took a lot of time, and I mean, I'm willing to put some time and effort into this, but I also have school to worry about, and yeah, so that was just kind of a pain in the rear end. But nothing's really been going on lately for life in general, actually. Just life has been pretty boring. Life is boring, though, I guess. It's exciting. It's got exciting moments, of course, but yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do for a vlog or anything. And I think I will start back up with YouTube, but it's kind of a hard decision on what I'm going to do. So, really, right now, I think I'm just going to kind of put up my voice, like vlogs and all that, more often than games, because I'm not really great at gaming commentary. You know, that's kind of an experience in life. You gotta learn what you're good at and what you're not good at. And vlogs I started with on this channel, and I think it's doing decent. I'm not gonna do like a vlog every day. It's still gonna be not so daily vlog, but I just really wanted an update. But I really had a bit of a question for any of you people who are still subscribed to me and stuff. Any questions? Like, what do you have? Like, do you have any suggestions that you want me to do? Like for YouTube, I don't know. This is anyone, even my friends who, if they still watch this, if they do happen to watch this, do you have any ideas on what you think I should do? Because really, if there's anything you think I should do, I'll try it, and I'm really open to a lot. And I just kind of want to pay you guys back for what I did. I kind of left without even saying anything, which I hate doing. I really did, but I guess it wasn't permanent. At least not for now. So don't expect daily uploads either way, because I don't think I can really do that. I'll try, kinda. I'll try kinda, but you know, you get the point. So I just wanted to put this video out there, bit of a quick upload, just to kind of explain what I'm doing with my life, which isn't much. But that I'm back, and I don't know how it's gonna go. So I guess we'll just see how it goes. Gotta go with the flow, see how it goes. Rhyming, I could totally be a rapper. Not really, but I don't even like rap that much. I got a haircut recently, so if I look a bit different, I probably look different over a month span. Yeah, so and nothing's really been happening at school. I just have stuff that I'm doing, but I'll try and keep good content on here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll tell some stories or anything. You know what? Actually, I have time, so I think I'll tell you guys a story. So, a while back when I was still doing YouTube, I said I'd put up a story about my worst, the worst time in my life. So I guess I'll tell that story because I think you guys deserve it, and it's kind of a good story. So the worst time in my life, it was about last year it was 8th grade, yeah, and it was about September when it started, the beginning of school. So I started 8th grade, and I was taking some advanced classes, like I was taking algebra in 8th grade, and I was, doing some English, higher up English work, and it started out like any other year, and, well, what happened was my mother had some problems with her, like in her stomach area, you know what I mean, and eventually she got checked out by a doctor. It turned out to be a tumor, and she had to get a hysterectomy, which basically meant she had to remove her tumor and all that stuff. The tumor actually swallowed one of her ovaries, and the tumor was deemed cancerous, which means that she was diagnosed with a rare type of ovarian cancer. So she had to get chemotherapy and everything, but that didn't really bother me personally, or maybe it did, because I started watching YouTube at that time. I started watching, because I heard about it, people talking about this scary game called Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was like, well, that sounds cool, maybe I'll watch it. And like, where would I watch it? Like, oh yeah, like everybody has YouTube, like there's always stuff on YouTube. I can go in there and find anything. So I go in there and I watch this video of this by this creator who I really liked, and his name was Markiplier. And I watched his playthrough, and I thought it was pretty funny, and I watched Five Nights at Freddy's and Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that's how I started getting into YouTube. I eventually spread out from his channel to Jacksepticeye's channel and all that. And that kind of got me inspired to do YouTube eventually, but I wasn't really sure when. It took me a few months, of course, to do that, but let's move on from that because that's just a bit of a good thing. But as that happened, the basketball season started up, and I played basketball last year. I've been playing basketball since like 5th grade, and I started playing this year again. I wasn't always good at it, but I tried. So I went to play basketball, and my sister, during that time, my sister got sick. No. This is after basketball. Like, the timeline's mixed up. So, I played basketball, and during a tournament, I kind of, like, effed myself over. I kind of, like, we walked in there, and we were just kind of acting cocky, and, like, I said, like, the coach dared us to say, the winners are here. No one else did except me. I jinxed myself. So I got to play in the first game of the tournament, which was amazing because we were saving our good players. I was a bad player, but we saved our good players to have more energy and everything. And I was having so much fun. I never played in games, like barely ever played in games. And I fell on my foot, and I broke it. And when I first started YouTube, I got out of my foot. That was the second time I broke my foot. But I broke my foot, and it took me a while to get to it, and then I had to get a cast and everything, and I quit basketball. There's too much shit going on in my life. My mother had to go. My sister had to go in the hospital too, as well, later in life. It was so busy. Like, my parents were barely home. I didn't have time to go practices, so I just kind of stopped and never went there again. And I never really told anyone really about it, but I didn't really want, like, my aunt had cancer, and I did this in a vlog. She died. But my cousin would always kind of use cancer as an excuse for everything, and I didn't really like using that. I didn't want to brag about it because it wasn't really, didn't really matter, honestly. I didn't want to draw attention to myself. So, shut up, stupid iPad. Got a notification from YouTube, probably. But I didn't want to draw attention to myself, so I didn't do so. But what ended up happening was later on, as I got out of my cast, I didn't get out of my cast till later, but I started getting out of my cast, and my sister got pneumonia, and so she was in the hospital. It was really bad. She couldn't breathe and all that, so she had to stay in the hospital, which meant more people in the hospital. And I got out of my cast, and then it was like bacterial pneumonia, which is hard to transfer, And I was the person who stayed away from her the most, and I got it. Lucky me. And I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but I did get put on antibiotics. And when I was sick during pneumonia, I didn't eat at all. I lost like 10 pounds in a week. And when they put me on antibiotics, I didn't have any food in me, and the antibiotics did not go well with me. And I had to actually, worst day of school in my life, I went to the nurse for the entire session of algebra, and then even in my reading class, I had to leave again until I got wheeled out in a wheelchair. It was bad. It was bad. The pain was awful, absolutely awful. I puked and everything. It was gross. I never want. That was easily the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life. It was so painful, because it felt like people were just pushing knives into me, like every 5 seconds. It was like contractions. It felt like I was like giving birth, and it was awful. Like, I don't really know what giving birth would feel like, but I would imagine it felt like that, except with the baby popping out. But just, like, hear contractions. That's what I'm guessing. Either way, it hurt a lot, like a lot. And I didn't want that. And eventually my grandparents took me home. They gave me some, like, chicken broth and all that to drink and everything. And so they left me, and I felt better after a while. But then after that, my sister, she was still in the hospital. And when she was leaving the hospital, they were checking up on her. Now, this was before I got pneumonia. So, like, before I got pneumonia, but after my sister was done with pneumonia, she had, like, her leg was getting blue, and so they said it was just a lack of oxygen, because she didn't get a lot of oxygen because of the pneumonia. But my dad, against my mother's wishes, kind of just wanted to push in, say she can't walk on it and all that. And my mom was really glad that he did that, because turns out she had a blood clot in there. And so, yeah, she had to be taken to the hospital for surgery and all that. And then I got pneumonia, and then we were all sick. And this is literally, it ended about probably February. It ended all of it, maybe March. But, yeah, so going from September all the way through February, March, January, like, that's 4 to 6 months of absolute shit. Like, and it was awful. So easily the worst experience of my life. And then just a bit of stuff to go on to. I did break my foot again in the summer while I was volunteering at a school. I broke it because I didn't drink a lot of milk or get a lot of calcium in me, and I still don't, because, like, milk kind of upsets my stomach at times. I'm not really lactose intolerant or anything like that. It doesn't settle with me well. So I eat, like, dairy products and stuff like that on weekends, because I can. I mean, if I get a sick tummy, I can just lay in bed. Doesn't matter. But it did matter for, going to school and everything. I learned my lesson either way. So I got diagnosed with a. It sounds bad when I say diagnosed. Basically, it just meant I had a vitamin D deficiency, which means that I didn't have a lot of vitamin D or calcium in my system. So I just take vitamins now. I take these little tablets now. And yeah, so it healed up nicely. My first couple of it, my second foot break spanned into high school, the beginning of high school, which sucks. It sucks starting high school in crutches, but it got better, and I'm here today, and my foot's fine. I'm doing decent, and thanks for watching. This video went a lot longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to put it out there that I think I'm back. If you have any suggestions for me, then just be sure to tell me in the comments below, and I'll be sure to read them. But thanks for anyone who has sticked around. If you haven't, that's fine too. I'm sorry for being an inconvenience if you guys wanted to watch more of me, but I'm back now, and I guess it's kind of like a new beginning maybe, but my videos are still on the channel, but know that they're probably not going to continue. But either way, so I will talk to you all in the next video. So later, everyone.